Hi there, Jen Luna here with Jen Luna Designs. If you're just watching my tutorials for the first time, I create social media and marketing graphic templates, do trainings, I work with some private clients, and I also offer some training in Canva to help social media marketers or virtual assistants or entrepreneurs that are having to create all of the things. There's social media is just like beast that never stops, that you're always having to create things. So I use Canva as one of the tools in my toolbox that helps me create all those things. And as I talk about in my email blast, if you're on my email newsletter, it's a struggle. You know, if you are an entrepreneur, there are tons of different subscription things that are vying for your attention, and you have to pay $19 here and $20 there. And sometimes it's a question of whether or not that's worth the money when you have to subscribe to all of these different things. And some of them are, a huge benefit and definitely make your life a lot easier. But I think that you guys have to kind of weigh what's going to be beneficial and is it really going to save you time and worth the money that you're going to have to pay for it. For Canva Pro, it's not very expensive. It's only $10 a month. I am not getting paid to say this at all. I just really love the tool. And if I find something that makes my life easier, I like to share it so it can make your life easier. Now I'm going to go through some of the pro benefits. They have these outlined on the website. It was in the email, but I think it's kind of great to peruse things and see how this can actually benefit you and what this actually means. Now, one of the major benefits is access to over 60 million photos and design elements. Now, there's a Canva free account. There's tons of photos. There's tons of graphics in there that you can use. But I would say that there are an amazing collection of photos that they're adding on a consistent basis that I utilize in my graphics, like this one we're staring at right now that I use for the header for this YouTube video. I'm going to go into some of the recent photos that I've used that I was putting together a lead magnet for one of my clients, and we were looking at kind of some of these flat lay desktop stuff. Some of these are free. Let me see if I can scroll over. Like this one right here with the notebooks, that one's free. This one with the floral, that one is a pro. We got a free one here, free. This one here with the leaves, I actually used this in a social media post the other day because I thought it was gorgeous. More very like fall-esque. That one's a pro. So tons of great photos. Photos are something we need all the time. And, it's not like we all have the budget to have a photographer, shoot 1,000 different photos of us. I have some great photos, but it can definitely get very expensive if you are just starting out and you're going to need access to a lot of content. Now, there are the different design elements that I was also mentioning, and this could be, you have these numbers here, you've got some fall graphics. These are just some of the ones I've used recently, and a lot of them are free, but the thing I was doing the other day, we were using some of these kind of cool looking numbers. These are really fun. You can actually change the colors on these. So I can make this, I'm not going to obviously use this in my graphic, but I just want to show you guys like something that you can do with this, that you can, oops, I don't want to make it the same color as the background. I can make that like white on top, so you can personalize these with colors and change those around, so that can be really fun and definitely enhance your designs. There is the resizing tool, which I use a lot. I'll resize if I'm going to do maybe an Instagram post to a Pinterest. You can resize to anything, but there's a challenge when you're going to resize, and I'll show you this. If I will definitely turn this into a Pinterest post, but as you can see, this is more horizontal and not so vertical as a Pinterest post. And now it's great that it's going to copy and paste everything over, and that is amazing. And I can definitely play with everything, and now I've got all the right text there and all the right fonts, and it's a huge benefit. But it's not like total crazy magic. As you can see, is that things are definitely just copying and paste over from that one design, and the layout is so much different here than it was on the YouTube graphic. So I can pull this down, and like I said, I've got all of the components in my YouTube graphic, but I'm definitely going to need to spend some time kind of scaling things down and resizing, and I probably could be here for a little bit messing around with this, but you get the idea. I think it's great too, especially if you're doing Pinterest to Instagram story, because the sizings are really similar and you don't have to do too much changing around. I put things on Etsy and then I want to make them into an Instagram post, and the sizing is so huge, as you probably know, when you're going from all these different platforms and posting graphics, and you want to make sure that things aren't getting cut off. So the resizing tool is an awesome benefit and part of the pro account that you can't get if you just have the free account. Now, you can go in and just create a Pinterest post and you can copy and paste things over, and there's things that you can work around that. So if you have a free account and you're wanting to resize and use similar elements, that would be my recommendation for you on that. You can set up a brand set, and that I will show you first just what those kind of different components of the brand set is. So if I was going to change this color, when I go into the color options, you can see I have some brand sets for things I designed for, and I've already set those colors in there. So I don't have to always, look for those colors and have them cut and paste somewhere else. I can already put those together. And the same is true for the fonts. I can select a font, but then there is a little section here of your brand fonts too that you can have set in place, and I'll show you in just a second where that is on the other side of things. But it's already set here when you're designing, where you're not like, oh, what's that font that I always like to use? Like, it's already plugged in there and you're not having to remember the name of it and search it. Another benefit of Pro is you can upload fonts. So this Voga medium font that I'm scrolling over here right now is not a font that's included with Canva. You can upload up to 3,000 fonts, which that's a crazy amount of font. I love fonts, and that's just I think that's more than enough. I would say it would be hard if you were needing more than that, including what's already in there. One of the other benefits of Pro is that there are a number of fonts that are Pro and they're not free. So you can see just with this emblem right here, this FR font is not included, and this Benedict, I like this as a script font. That is also not included. You would need that with a Pro, so another benefit. Now let me just go back to my brand kit to show you guys that. You get this set up where you can upload your logos, you can do your fonts, you can do your colors, and have this all here, so when you're designing, you're not having to look for those things, upload them. It's such a huge benefit and time saver. Worth just even having that for the $10 per month. Okay, so another benefit is unlimited folders. Folders are a section down here. You can have things that you like. You can put purchase things in logos. I taught a workshop it was last month, and there was elements in the workshop that I kept in there. I am putting together folders for illustration things that I design with on a regular basis that I really like, because when you're going into Canva and you're looking at some of the design elements that you're using, whether it's fun little swirls or a brush, you just don't want to have to be searching for that stuff all the time. Also, put together a folder on gold things because I was designing something with gold elements. So I just made a folder with all these fun gold design things that I could include with my social media content. So you have unlimited folders. Another fun benefit is the background removal. Now let me see if I can find, go look in my folders, and I'm gonna look under headshots. And so I've got this photo here. Now, if I wanted to use this on something else, I want to get rid of this wall that's behind me, I can go to Effects, Background Remover, and there you go. And it does a really good job of cutting it. So that is amazing, because, you know, with headshot stuff, you know, you get a few done and it's great to repurpose them, or maybe you want to cut things out. Number of reasons why you would want to have the background remover out of there. Another benefit would be the social media scheduler. They've just put this kind of into play. You can publish to Pinterest here, so I can select a board and publish to Pinterest, or I can also publish to my Facebook page or Facebook group. Huge time saver. It also lets you schedule it too, so it's not like you have to publish right away. I'm going to spend another video in a couple weeks kind of showing you how you can utilize Canva to schedule some of your content. But it just gives you a nice way to not have to download the file and then put that into something else. You're basically utilizing the tool to kind of design and post, and I think it's a huge time saver. One other last benefit for the Canva Pro is to create animated GIFs. Now, that is like a whole lesson in and of itself, and we'll dive into that on another time. But as you can see, there are tons of benefits for the Canva Pro account. I highly recommend, if you are using it on a regular basis, just for the photos and the ease and the accessibility of some of the benefits, it can be a total game changer. So hope that was helpful with your design elements. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at jenlunadesigns.com, and good luck with all your creations. Bye for now.